Alright, this is 2351 Mangrum Drive, and I am starting on the main stack, which is on the right hand side of the house. So if you're facing the house, this is the right hand side. And when I pull back, I'll show the stack. It took some finagling because it drops us right into a combo at the bottom of the stack. But we're under the house now. And this is the cast iron that's under the house. So we're going the right direction. That's a 3-inch combo, so it's probably where the toilet's coming in. What we're looking for in this cast iron pipe is we want to see a roundness to it. So far there is a roundness to it, and on a lot of them you'll see what looks like on the bottom of the screen here almost like a little ravine. As long as that doesn't turn into, what looks like the Grand Canyon where the pipe is broken, it's normal, it's fine. Once I get to a certain point, I'll go in and we'll check the flow on this line as well. So far so good. There's a very, very small amount of debris in here, but not very much. So we've got a 2-inch line coming in from the left hand side. That's either going to be the kitchen or the laundry. Usually a 2-inch line is a sink drain, obviously, and not a bathroom group. So far I don't see any cracks, I don't see any breaks, I don't see any roots, and the condition of the pipe's pretty good. Little scaled up, but not too bad. So there's what looks like our test tee. That's going to be where the sewer is exiting the house. And that makes a turn, and then it changes right to clay pipe. So we're in the main. We probably already looked at the majority of all the pipes under the house. Now we'll just have to check the laterals coming in. So far so good. So I'm going to go down now and run some water in this line so we can check the flow. Alright, so far so good. That's a toilet flush. And both of the vanities, I had those guys running. Once the water subsides, we'll be able to inspect all the way back. I just wanted to see how far I could get the camera going through this one stack. Cool. It's going to be our drop to the city right here. So we've gone all the way to the city line, and the giveaway was that PVC clean out we saw right there. It's our end of the run clean out before we hit the city. So we made it from the right side of the house all the way under the house and all the way to the tap. telltale with the clay lines is the joints, like that one we just passed. That's where those will get compromised and you'll see roots growing in. These are all beautiful. A little bit of water still running out. Everything's flowing good. So the main line between the house and the street is clay. A couple of small chunks of toilet paper there. And now we are turning to come back under the house. There's our test tee. Now you can see we're back in the cast iron. We'll end up back in this main trunk line from the other stacks or laterals. All this looks really good. Very small amount of pitting on the bottom of the pipe, but I don't see any issues at all so far. Now we're coming back up the stack, and there's our cross. That's where both of those double vanities are coming together. That master bathroom. And now we're back up on the stack. Again, that's the right side stack, so the stack to the master. So we're now at the back of the house. This would be our kitchen stack. Some build up inside of this line for sure, which is normal for the kitchen. Little 2-inch line. I'll see if I can. There's always usually a bunch of grease and debris inside of these lines, so I'm going to see if I can't get it pushed on through so that we can try to get a good picture of it. Yeah, the camera's coming back just completely covered in grease. That's grease from the kitchen line. going to pause the camera and see if I can get this cleared. Alright, so I pushed through the grease and I'm into the main now. And I've got the kitchen sink running. There's a lot of grease buildup inside of the line. We're going to try to pull back through there the best we can. You may want to put some, degreaser down the kitchen sink. I would use probably something like a simple green. I wouldn't use any kind of Drano or anything with any acid in it, because it tends to rot out the pipes. So we're going to have to look at the pipe with the flow just so we can see it. Looks pretty good now. The camera is fairly decent size, so in a 2-inch line, a lot of times it'll push the grease and stuff out into that main line, and then as you use the bathrooms and such, it'll get washed down. Looks pretty good. Like I said, I got the kitchen sink running full blast just so we can look at the line. And the blackish stuff and then any of that white stuff you're seeing, it's just buildup of grease. It's normal on kitchen sinks. But it's flowing great all the way to that main, which is beautiful. Now we're pulling up the stack. And I can even hear it flowing good, so the camera's coming back a lot cleaner. So I think we were able to push most of that slime through there. Sometimes it'll coagulate and turn hard, and you got to jet clean it. But yeah, the camera just came back a whole heck of a lot cleaner. You can even see my gloves. A whole lot cleaner than this black stuff we were pulling out. So that looks pretty good. I think sticking the camera in there actually helped to clean some of it out. Alright, so this is the front of the house. This is going to be our laundry stack. So I've left the kitchen sink running just to try to flush out as much of that grease buildup as I can. That's where our laundry sink ties in. So essentially, once we get to the water, we'll be back in the main line, and we'll know, a little bit of soap debris there, we'll know that we've cambered this whole line. It's a pretty long line. Small amount of debris, but again, it's a 2-inch line, so it's going to look a lot smaller than our main line that we first went through, which was probably 3-inch cast iron. Looks good. So here's our combo to the main line. And then there's our kitchen sink water right there. And we've already run the camera through there. So the laundry line from the front of the house to that main trunk line looks pretty good. Alright, this is all the way on the left side of the house. If you're looking at the front, this will be our guest bath. Yeah, we're in the stack. We'll get down under the floor. Looks like probably a tub drain or vanity tie-in. Probably vanities. Yep, we're not under the floor yet. Those are going to be vanities. Pop this right into a combo there. $45, and that pops us right into the main line. You can see all of our kitchen sink water here just sailing behind us. And this should be really close to where the sewer exits the house. Yep. So the sewer exits all the way on the left side of the house. We're back in the clay. And we already ran this all the way to the city tap. So everything under the house looks really good. The main line, clay, it looks to be in really good shape. No roots or anything growing into it. Everything is beautiful for cast iron pipes. They want to put some degreaser down the kitchen sink, you know, late at night, let it just kind of sit in there all night long, and then use it the next day. It'll help to break up any of that liquid grease that's in that line. But everything else looks really good. So we've cameraed all the lines under the house, and then the line from the house out to the city tap. And I'm going to go ahead and conclude the video.